Hello, I am live. And just hey, my oven finally cooled down. I just wanted to do some of this, so I thought I would stream some of this. And no one's here yet, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna stream this for me. So here we go. Oh, I need my actual controller though. Continue. That was the one we were playing. We'll sit back in a minute. I just want to put my hoodie on. Okay, 42 minutes. Looks like about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something.
Okay.
If there's a chance Zero missed something.
Highly unlikely, but sure, let's try. Oof. Oh, hi Ray. I'm playing more of my silly game.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking. And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up.
It's not really a message for my regulars. My regulars know how to behave. It's for the random people that come in and go, yo, and do weird, creepy things that I'm not going to mention.
5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so.
Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
Oh. Well, there went on. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Damn. How the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything that I've done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a big fat ransom payout for me, they were going to be very, very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete. I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on his earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know it yet. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked in some terrorist group's server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yes, but it was just the one time. And she was the one that went after me. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. If there was a reason I'd been abducted and put in the nunnery game, I sure couldn't see it. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a little blurry, but they were there. It's not Junpei. Junpei, and his memory's been erased or something, has it? December 25th, 2028. Early morning, California desert. The moon was beautiful. I'd just finished writing a paper due that day and was heading to my car from the research building. The parking lot was empty and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. The last time I looked at the clock, it said it was 2 in the morning, which meant that today it's Christmas Day. So I was at school, typing away feverishly on Christmas Day. There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting the stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, The professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry, I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I'd gotten was that one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on going to. Suddenly, somehow I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would be a really good idea. At any rate, I'd stayed up all night to finish my paper and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper, or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. Doesn't really look like Junpei. Slid into my car and stuck the key in the ignition after only 2 tries. Twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. That doesn't even that sounds like... Because you know you've got sounds like when the car... there's something wrong with the car and it's not starting, like... Mine used to be... I used to have a manual choke on mine, so... if it was too cold, it wouldn't work. But that doesn't sound like even it's connected to anything. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. God damn it. Stupid piece of shit. Screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... Huh? What the hell is this? Why is my car smoking? I clawed at the door, and for a moment I thought it was just my panic and a lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realised the truth. Shit, open, goddammit! What was going on? While I was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rearview mirror, but I was certain there was someone behind my car. I spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. Who's there? My vision started to swim as smoke filled the car. The more often I inhaled it, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. The last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. And then I woke up in a lift with Vi. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Vi. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. Even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we need to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight and headed off. Well, we've been in the crew quarters, let's look in the lounge.
Oh, hey Sigma.
Oh. Also, thank you for the host TGN, and anyone who happens to be on the channel, which I don't think is anybody today.
Can I get you a seat?
Are you some kind of waitress?
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? I just came here to check up on you guys. So, this is the lounge here. A bar. A sofa. And 3 ladies. I feel like I'm in the VIP room. Oh, dude, stop being creepy.
Can I get you a drink?
Better not be underage.
I turned 21 just the other day.
Okay, that gives us a timeline. So... Oh, I've got the mute button. Sorry for the sneeze. Okay, so in the original Nonary games, she was 9. And then it was, I'm fairly certain, 9 years after the second Nonary games happened. So that was 18. So this is just 3 years later. But if Sigma's was Junpei, then she would know who I am, and she doesn't, so I can't be. So it's got to be something else. Maybe the old man is Junpei in some kind of weird timeline accident. I mean, you know, Alice is like thousands of years old, so... okay. So 3 years after the original. So... yeah, that seems about right. I see. Well, we could probably have a drink or two then. Unfortunately, as much as fun that sounds like, I don't think it's a very good idea.
Why not?
This isn't really a good time to be getting wasted.
Really?
Yes, really, Clover.
It seems like this sort of thing is exactly what makes people want to drink in the first place.
She looks like, Pebbles from the Flintstones. It's just the spotty fur. It's kind of creepy. You've got a point.
Sigma?
I'm just kidding. Besides, I've got a headache. Drinking is probably not the best plan.
It hasn't gone away yet?
Well, it was fine for a while, but now I guess the bastard's back.
Are you alright?
No, clearly not. Yeah, I'm sure if I just leave it alone, it'll go away in a bit. That's how it went before, anyway. Has this been happening to anyone else?
What? The headaches?
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I did get one a bit ago. I feel fine now, though.
What about you?
You know, I think I did have a bit of a headache earlier. Not me. No headaches here. Well...
Well, what?
It's hard to explain. I just feel kind of weird. Your head feels weird? No, my body feels weird. Like my whole body.
Do you feel kind of numb? I think I've got the same thing. It's kind of like, like when you fall asleep on top of one of your arms. Oh my god, I do that all the time. And then when you wake up, that arm feels kind of like it's not really yours anymore. It's not just my arm, though. My whole body feels kind of numb and foreign.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like that, but...
Oh, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I know what you mean.
Really?
It's kind of like my body isn't really mine. I'm sort of floating. Like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's because of the anesthetic gas.
The what now?
It might have looked like white smoke. The stuff they used when they abducted you.
Oh yeah, right.
It seems like we were unconscious for a long time, so it must have been pretty powerful stuff.
And I'm trying to figure out what it says in the back. It looks like right, left, OE in the back. I think this might be some kind of side effect.
Well, it could be a side effect, or it could be that it just hasn't worn off completely yet.
Whatever. That's not important. Right now we need to figure out how to get out of here.
Alright, I'll go have a look somewhere else then. You guys going to stick around here?
Yeah. Haven't really taken a good look at everything yet.
Okay. Catch you later then. I waved goodbye and headed towards the exit. No, I wanted to look at the puzzles. Where to next? Guess I don't get to have a look at the puzzles. That's for when I redo the tree. I guess this is just the talk to everybody bit. So, this is the infirmary, huh?
Oh, Sigma.
Alice.
What's up with your face? You look like you just saw a roach. Are you still angry?
Of course. Teetering on the brink of the abyss, thanks to you.
I didn't have a choice.
Yes, you did.
I'm just trying to get out of here like we all are.
You did have a choice. You chose to betray me. And that's enough to justify screwing someone else over.
It's not what I meant, and you know it. If I'd known for sure that you were going to choose Ally, then I would have chosen Ally too.
Easy for you to say that now.
What? Am I such a horrible person for wanting to get out of here? I have to get out of here. There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes. I want to eat tons of delicious food and fall in love.
What an idiot.
Excuse me?
And I was going to take your side, but after that load of horse shit, you're on your own.
Ugh. Look. Let me try this again. I'm frustrated. But there really is something important I have to do.
Which is?
Avenge my father's murder.
Maybe not that Alice then. Unless she thinks that Hongo is her dad.
That's what I have to do.
What happened to her? Okay. I have chocolate orange. I should try and eat it quietly. Could you elaborate on that?
No, I couldn't.
Ah,
This isn't the kind of thing I should be telling people I don't even know.
fine. Just tell me one thing. Does your father's murder have anything to do with us being trapped here?
I have no idea. As to why you're here, your guess is as good as mine. But it's possible that his death is connected to my abduction.
Meaning?
I was on their trail. I was tracking down the people who killed him.
How close were you?
I can't say. But it's possible that I was getting close enough that they decided something had to be done with me.
Are you a detective?
Well, I wouldn't really say I'm a detective. Not a bad guess, though. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Well, I mean, you don't really have a detective look.
I didn't say I was a detective.
She literally said, I'm not a detective. Then what are you? CIA?
No,
Fine. Well, whatever you are, you don't look like one.
that's fine. In my line of work, the less I look like what I am, the better.
Yeah, exactly.
Better I keep him guessing.
Hey, what's the deal with you and Clover?
What's she got to do with anything?
Well, you know each other, right? I was thinking maybe you were related or worked together or something.
No. She has nothing to do with my work. She's just a friend that I met somewhere.
Where's somewhere?
In the middle of a desert.
Oh god, she is that Alice. So, does she think Hongo was her dad? Or what? Because, I mean, her actual dad would have died like thousands of years ago.
Yes, but that's an awfully long story.
Which we already played.
Wait, hold on. Why am I the only person getting the 3rd degree? That doesn't seem fair to me. How about you guys give up a little personal information too? We'll start with you, Tenmyoji. Who are you?
Just a garbage collector.
Any ties to Zero?
None.
What's your relationship with Quark? You two know each other, right?
Do I have to answer that?
Well, if you really don't want to, it's not like I can force you.
No. And I apologize, but I don't have anything to say about that subject. I mean, it's not like you told us everything either.
I see. Very well then. Dio, it's your turn. What's your profession?
Well, you're probably gonna think I'm full of shit, but I'm a circus ringleader.
Oh, hey. I mean, with the outfit. But I didn't actually expect that answer, because, you know, they always wear ridiculous outfits in this game.
You're kidding.
Nope, I'm the real deal. I lead a company of about 50 people. We travel all over the world. It was my grandfather's grandfather who founded it, but my father died at a young age. I'm a 5th-generation ringleader. My old man was a trapeze artist. He tried to do this quadruple flip and missed. Well, I guess he wasn't really young. He was about 40. Still, he was pretty reckless for a guy that age. Always talking about how he couldn't let the kids show him up. Guess he just took it too far.
I see. You lost your father too, then.
Yeah. Shit. Guess I got a little sappy there. Anyway, point is, I don't have any damn idea how I'm connected to Zero. I got grabbed on the last night of one of our tour stops. I'd gone out to a couple bars and gotten shit-faced. On my way back to the caravan, this black van pulls up. Somebody grabs me and throws me inside. Before I can even get a look at them, they hit me with that gas and I'm out like a light. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the AB room. Anyway, enough about me. You still haven't heard your story, Sigma. Who are you?
I told you guys the first time we met. Don't you remember? I was on my way home from school and when I got into my car, this white gas started pouring out of everywhere.
Are you some kind of doctor?
Huh? No, I'm still working on my degree. I'm shooting for a PhD, but I'm not quite there yet. Oh, I'm Jessie.
I guess you've been working on that for quite a while, huh?
Yeah, I guess I have.
Can you think of anything that might connect you to any of this?
Believe me, I've thought about it, but I just keep on drawing a blank.
What about Zero?
Do any of the people here look familiar to you?
No. You're all strangers. Well, I guess I can't say for sure about Kay since I haven't seen his face, but I suppose it's possible to see someone I know.
Just who is he anyway?
Until that amnesia clears up, I don't think we've got any way of knowing.
Oh, come on. You know he's full of shit.
You still don't believe him?
Of course not.
Okay, Kay's a bit of a mystery, but what about some of the others? Clover, for instance.
I think she's a student. At night, she's a waitress or a bartender or something.
What about Quark? Well, I guess he probably doesn't really have a job, huh? He's still in elementary school, right?
It's
Why is
nothing.
that funny?
Just forget about it. Yeah, you're right. Boy his age would be in elementary school.
He's not. He's probably some kind of super genius.
You really don't know much, do you? About Quark, I mean.
And if it makes you feel better, sure.
Well, I know a little about Luna. I got her talking when we were in the infirmary. She says she's got some sort of medical license or something.
She's a nurse?
It could mean she's a doctor.
I don't know, she didn't say. Just going by how she looks, though, I'd guess nurse.
That leaves us with Phi. She's the most mysterious to me. What does a girl like that do?
You've been around her the most, Sigma. She told you anything?
Look, I just don't know, alright? It's just kind of there. Like, I looked at you, and some part of my brain just said, that's Sigma.
No, nothing in particular.
You sure?
Yeah, she's a real mystery, alright. I honestly know about as much as you do. So basically, nothing. I hadn't really realised it until I said it. I spent hours with Phi, and yet I knew nothing about her except her name, and I only had a word for that even that was the truth. Who was she really? The more I thought about it, the more suspicious she seemed. Fake detective, a waitress, a garbage collector, an elementary school kid, a nurse, and a circus ringleader, plus 2 total mysteries. What do we all have in common? I don't think Zero would just randomly grab a bunch of people.
There's no point to talking about this. We should just focus on getting out of here.
I agree.
I'm gonna go check on the others, though.
Where do you plan on going?
I think I'll head to the crew quarters.
I see. Right. Later, bro.
Okay. Headed out of the infirmary.
Oh, Sigma. Perfect timing.
You were in the crew quarters before, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. Why, Alice and I went through all the rooms.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like a secret door or something?
How do you really think I wouldn't have told
Anything else out of the ordinary, perhaps?
you? Out of the ordinary?
What's this book?
Huh? Well, that's a book of meowed cats.
A meowt?
I'm sorry. Just this thing that's happened to me ever since I was a kid. Whenever I stop talking about cats, I start talking like one. Doesn't really mean anything though.
Oh, okay.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So what's the cat book about?
Well, there's this quantum physics thought experiment called Schrodinger's cat. This book talks me out.
Oh, yes, I've heard about that. A cat is put in a box with a device that has a random chance to release a poison which will kill the cat. That means the cat is both alive and dead until someone opens the box. Something like that, right?
Yabby.
What?
I don't really know anything about it. I'm just telling you what Fi told me.
So it probably isn't gonna give us any hints then.
Why is it there?
Orc, you're doing it too.
Oops.
Well, what about you guys?
What do you mean?
You checked out the lounge with Clover and Tomioji, and Quark was in the infirmary with Dio and Luna. Anything suspicious there?
Well, this whole facility is pretty suspicious, but I suppose that's not what you meant. Well, the puzzles in the lounge were lunar eclipse themed.
Lunar eclipse?
Yes. Apparently, there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse on December 31st, 2028. All the puzzles were related to that somehow.
Isn't that this New Year's Eve?
I suppose it is. Well, I can't say I know what year or even what day it is, but Clover was saying something to that effect.
31st, huh? I'd been knocked out on dawn on the 25th, so the 31st would be 6 days after that. Lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse. What did it have to do with any of this? Try as hard as I might, I couldn't think of any way an eclipse could be connected to our abductions.
What about the infirmary, Quark? Did you find anything there?
Yeah, so this is what our flowchart looks like so far. It looks like we might get a decent ending. So I'd be lucky.
Yeah, we did find something. Just one thing though.
What was
You and Luna didn't tell you?
it? No.
Okay, I got it right here. Just a second.
Quark reached into his pocket and pulled out what appeared to be a newspaper clipping. My throat began to tighten as I read it even. Radical 6 inspection. Inspection? What's an inspection? Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected persons is strongly advised. Is this for real?
It seems a little hard to believe.
If it is really some kind of pandemic, though, that sounds like a pretty big deal.
Yes, it does.
There hasn't been anything on the news, though. This is the first time I've even heard the term Radical 6. Maybe they're all infected and it's a quarantine. Weird quarantine.
If it is true, then I worry about what might be happening to the world outside. Is there a pandemic raging on the other side of these walls?
Also, when are they going to get food? Clover's voice shattered the silence.
You guys! Hurry! You need to come with me!
Has something happened?
Yes! I mean, sort of. I mean, we found something.
What did you find?
It's horrible. It's really scary.
Horrible?
Oh, never mind! Just shut up and follow me. You'll understand when you see it.
Where is
It's
it?
right over here in the next room. Just follow me.
Clover was first into the room, followed quickly by Mika and Quark. She said nothing, but just pointed under the bed. Clover crouched down and followed her finger. There it was. What the hell is this?
I think it's a bomb.
That picture looks familiar, but that was... I pulled the beds down. There was no bomb on them. Bomb? No way. That's where it was from, the flashback.
So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
Of course. It was the same bomb I'd seen in my vision. Then it hadn't been a hallucination. Had it actually been a premonition?
We need to tell everybody.
No, it's all right. Luna's out rounding them up. They should be here in just a few seconds. See?
We were in this room before.
Where is it? Where's this bomb?
No sooner had she spoken the words than the rest of our fellow captives appeared. Luna pushed through them and pointed at the bomb.
There, you see?
We went through these entire rooms. For several long moments we just stared in silence. Slowly we began to eye one another, old suspicions suddenly reawakened. Spy finally broke the silence.
Doesn't look like it has a timed detonator. There must be a remote somewhere.
You're right. It'll probably use an active button or switch of some sort, not a dead man switch. If we can get it, we should be safe as long as we don't press the button.
Who was the first person to find this?
Me and Luna. We found it while we were searching this room.
I thought you and Luna were in the lounge.
Well, yeah. We looked all over, but we couldn't find anything there. So we gave up on the lounge and came here.
I can confirm that. I wanted to look around the lounge some more, so I stayed back. You guys must have found it when you got here then?
Yes.
How did you know it was a bomb?
Well, I mean, I could tell just by looking at it.
Why?
Well, during my train...
Clover!
Clover's eyes widened and she clapped her hands over her mouth.
Anyway, this is definitely a bomb. I guarantee it.
How do you know?
I just do, okay?
You sounded pretty sure about the switch, too. How do you know all this?
Let's just say it's an occupational hazard.
What kind of occupation do you have?
I can't tell you that.
Spare me the bullshit. This isn't time for keeping secrets.
Please, just trust me. Look, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm sure that's a bomb. And it's not just any kind of bomb. It's an antimatter bomb.
Antimatter?
What?
Wait, you mean a bomb that uses annihilation energy?
Oh, you know what that is? Anyway, yes, you're right.
What's Hill Nation?
I would have thought you'd know.
Huh? Why?
Well, your name is Quark. You do know what that means, right?
Yeah, Grandpa told me about it. He said it's an elementary particle, one of the smallest bits of matter, but I don't really know anything else.
I see. Can you explain it to him, Tenmyoji?
Me?
Well, you know him best. I thought you could explain it best.
Let me think. I don't know. It's hard to think of a way to explain it in simple terms.
You want me to do it?
Yes, please.
Fine nodded and turned to Quark.
Okay. To begin with, we usually refer to bits of matter as particles, but there are also these things called antiparticles. For example, an electron is a particle with a negative charge. It has a sort of opposite, which is the antiparticle called the positron. It has a positive charge instead of a negative one, like the electron. So, protons have antiprotons, and neutrons have antineutrons. Antimatter is a general term that covers all the antiparticles. The thing that's interesting about antimatter is that because it's the opposite of normal matter, when they collide, they both sort of cancel each other out. When they cancel each other out, though, it releases a whole bunch of energy. That process is called annihilation. So, an antimatter bomb is a bomb that uses annihilation energy.
I'm not sure this is explaining it to a... I don't know, how old is he? 10?
Sorry. I don't really get it.
Oh. Alright, how about this? You've got men and women, right? They're kind of like complete opposites.
No.
What happens when you put them together? Well, if there were, quantum men and women, then when you put them together, they'd disappear. Because their opposite elements cancel each other out. Like when a plus cancels out a minus, you get 0. That's annihilation. But when you get annihilation, you also get...
I know! A baby!
Exactly. In this case, the baby you get is the energy from the annihilation. It's not a real baby, of course, but like a baby, it's got all sorts of potential to do amazing things.
That's kind of a strange explanation.
You followed it, though, right?
Yeah!
Yeah, but that thing under the bed isn't going to be making a baby. Just how big of a... just how big of an explosion are we gonna get here?
It's pretty simple, actually. Just use Einstein's E equals mc squared. The mass lost during annihilation will be converted to energy, so...
So you would take the total mass of matter and antimatter and multiply it by the speed of light squared. That should get you the amount of energy.
For example, let's say that it has 350 milligrams of antimatter. That would mean there would also be 350 milligrams of matter, right?
So you'd have 700 mil...
Yes. That means annihilation would produce roughly 63 trillion joules.
63 trillion?
That's about as much energy as the Hiroshima bomb.
What the...
Big bada boom.
You've gotta be kidding me. But there's only 350 milligrams of stuff in there.
Well, technically it's 700 milligrams since you have the matter and the antimatter.
That's not the point. We're talking about something that weighs less than a gram being equal to a bomb that weighed like 10,000 pounds.
Don't get so excited. I think I know what kind of bomb this is. It's probably using antihydrogen. There should only be about 25 micrograms of material in there.
That's less than 1,000th of a gram. So you'd only get about 45 billion joules of energy, right?
What does that mean?
About as much explosive power.
A ton?
TNT.
Yes. Well, approximately.
And how exactly
Still,
should I
big
not
bad
worry about that? That's enough to blow up a 10-story building!
True. But it's a lot less powerful than an atomic bomb. We don't know how big this place is. If we can get far enough away from the bomb, we might have a chance of survival.
Perhaps, but how do we know this is the only bomb?
What do you mean?
Look at it carefully. It's got a number 3. Do you see it?
Yeah, you're right.
If the bombs are numbered...
And there could be a number 2 bomb or a number 1 bomb out there.
Yes. There's no way to know if this is the final bomb either. There could be a 4th,
Probably wanted it true,
or a
but
5th,
the question still
or-
begs, why did I not find it before? Because I'm the one that pulled down the beds.
Anyway, we can't just sit here and do nothing. We should move it.
Geo, step forward and reach for the bomb.
No! Don't touch it!
Alice grabbed Dio by the wrist and jerked him away from the bed.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Have you got a death wish or something? This bomb is here because somebody planted it. Do you really think they didn't rig it to go off if some idiot tried to move it?
Well, then what the fuck are we supposed to do?
We'll just have to leave it be for now, until we can find the detonator or figure out how to turn it off.
And you're telling us we should just prance off and ignore the incredibly deadly bomb that is probably gonna kill us all?
There's not much else we can do.
Do you know how to turn it off?
Well, there is a way.
Then spill the beans, lady. How do we turn the damn thing off?
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate.
So we just need to get this password?
Yes, that's right.
But there's no keyboard or anything on the bomb.
Look again. You see it? Right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
So this is not going to be a simple knowledge transfer over parallel timeline things.
Who would do something like this?
I have no idea, but we can figure out when they did it. When you and I searched this room, we didn't find anything, right?
Exactly.
So that means the bomb must have been planted after we'd left.
Okay, after we'd left, huh? But when we went and checked the chromatic doors, we were all there. And after that, we've all been around other people. There's no way anyone could have snuck off to plant it.
I don't know about that. After we finished the AB game, we all split up. But if someone planted it right before then...
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. You don't know, do you? Before we went off to the 3 rooms, we searched the hallway. Everybody was all split up.
Yeah. Anyone could have come by here then. It would have been easy to sneak away.
You know, I don't remember seeing you around, Sigma. What were you doing?
Contemplating my existence. Ha, well, I was just kind of deep in thought, I guess. I stayed behind in the warehouse when you guys went off. Where would anyone hide a bomb, though? It's quite big. Hey, why are you guys giving me that look? You don't think I planted it, did you?
I never said that.
Not out loud, you didn't. You've got to be kidding me. I don't know anything about this bomb.
Really? Are you sure? Back when we were in the AB room, you said you saw the moment when the bomb exploded.
That was, just a... I could hardly say premonition. They didn't think it was the worst lie on the planet. They think I was insane. Wait. This doesn't make any sense. According to Temioji, any one of us could have been in here. Why am I the only one that's under suspicion? Also, there's no way to know the culprit here is actually one of us. Maybe there's someone else in here and they set up to...
Impossible.
Why?
There's no way that would get past Zero. And there's no way Zero would let anybody do something that would get in the way of the game going forward. What?
When you say Zero, you mean the AI, right?
Of course.
This is confusing. From now on, let's refer to the real Zero, the one behind all of this, as Zero Senior, which would, of course, make the AI Zero Junior.
He's Zero the Third.
Okay, fine with me. Anyway, whichever one it is, they're not going to let a 10th person in. There's no way.
But what if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
I don't think it could be.
Why not?
Well, Zero Jr. said so. He said that the real Zero was one of us.
Totally getting stabbed in the back, aren't I? Fi and Clover were right. There couldn't be a 10th guest. And Zero Senior was without a doubt one of us. But if that was the case, then could Zero Senior have planted the bomb? If not, then who had? Alice? Dio? Luna? Kay? Clover? Temioji? Vi? Or... It seems insane, but could it have been Quag? No. Why would Zero Senior have gone all the trouble of setting a bomb? To make this game more exciting? To make it seem more dangerous? No, it didn't fit at all. But if that was the case, then the person who planted the bomb was someone other than Zero Senior.
Oh no, this is bad.
What is?
Press the buttons on your bracelet.
Oh, we've got to get to the
We've
left.
only got 4 minutes until the chromatic.
Let's go then.
You're
Run,
right.
run,
This
run,
bomb
run.
thing is gonna have to wait until later.
All right. Which one? I'm gonna go with Clover, I think.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
The doors have opened.
We need to figure out who's going where and fast.
So our options this time are...
We don't have time to wait for you to figure it out. Just pay attention. I'm only gonna say this once.
If I laid out our options. Option A, Luna and I pair up with Clover to open the green door. Yep. Option B, Luna and I play up with Fi. Nope. Option C, Luna and I pair up with Alice to open the blue door. No, we're pairing up with Clover because that was what I wanted to do.
3 minutes remain.
Okay, how
We
are
need
we
a
gonna do
system
this?
here, or we'll never have time to argue it out. Why don't we let the people who are at the most disadvantage right now decide?
Most
The
what?
people who only have 1 BP.
Oh, so that would be you, me, and Tenmyoji.
No way. I refuse.
Well then, what would you suggest?
We'll be fair and take a...
Vote? So we all like raise our hands for the option we want?
Exactly.
So which one do you want?
Option C. I want to go with Sigma and Luna.
Tough. Pick someone else.
My. Looks like you're not so fond of me anymore. Do you agree with him, Luna?
I'll just let Sigma decide.
Thank you.
Fine.
I'd like option C too. Clover and I were a pair for the first round, so I feel that I can trust her. What about you, Quark?
That's fine with me.
So that's 3 votes for option C, counting mine. How about the rest of you?
I'd like to pair up with Sigma and Luna too.
Option B then. I'd like to go with Fi.
Sure. I really don't mind.
Then we've got 3 votes for option B.
I'd like to go with option A.
You want to pair up with Alice? You're a strange duck.
How about you, Tenmyoji?
I don't mind going with option A.
I want option A.
Remains until chromatic
I
doors
don't think it's going to give us a
close.
choice. That's why. That's why there's not a division. I've got to go with whatever they pick. Oh well. Clover's vote doesn't decide this thing. We're gonna have to fix something.
Which
else
one
out.
do you want, Clover?
I want to go with option C. Quark chose Ally in the first round, and I was with Kay in the first round.
Then that's what we're doing.
Option C had won 4 votes. We were almost out of time and didn't exactly have a convincing argument. I was gonna have to go with the majority.
10 seconds remain
Hi, Vicky.
until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7.
The doors are closing. Let's go!
Come on, Luna, hurry up. We've got to get to the blue door.
Right.
Luna, Alice and I. I'm stuck with Alice, aren't I? I went with her the first time. She's just going to keep betraying me, though. I looked over my shoulder in time to see the others disappearing into their doors. Clover, Quark, and Kay had ended up with a red door. Dio and Tenmyoji had gone to the green.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
So yeah, so we don't get a choice. Hence why there was no choice, I think, on the flowchart. choice near the end. Maybe that's the ally betray thing. Excuse me? Huh? Well, there's 3 doors here.
It looks like they're all locked, though.
Does that mean this is just a dead end?
Well, there's a weird lever thing over here.
Try pulling it.
How about you try pulling it?
Hey, what's with all this hostility?
You're probably gonna kill
Are
me!
you still mad about the last AB game?
Yes! Of course I am!
Please don't fight. We need to work together, or we're really going to be in trouble. Please? Very well. I'll pull the lever then. Is that okay?
Yeah, go right ahead. See if I care.
She's got a little bird cage, reminds me of Bioshock Infinite. Hello? Bee garden. Cool. One of the doors opens.
But only one. I wonder how you open the other ones.
Who cares? We should get moving.
Ooh, back garden? Oh, we got some outside. We're totally on the freaking moon, aren't we? What is this place? Don't tell me we somehow managed to get outside.
I doubt it. Look up. There's a ceiling up there.
Yeah, I remember the door said bee garden or something. It's a bee garden.
It probably stands for something. Maybe beautiful?
Huh?
This feels like a whole other little world.
Like an oasis in the middle of all this metal.
I feel kind of weird saying this, considering where we are, but this place feels so liberating. All of this green. It's wonderful.
It's huge, though. We'll wear ourselves ragged trying to search the whole thing.
This must be the exit. Damn, well, so much for Miss Me. Easy. It's locked.
We should split up and look around.
Agreed.
Well, let's get to it then. We have to find a seek our way out. Across the water. Okay. 3 buttons. Push them, nothing happened. Probably have to do them in a specific order. What's this? Oh, hello, I've got a shovel. Sigma's house. I've got a large shovel. And a bronze key! Always good. Hello. Metal rod. Octagonal hole. Some kind of wrench type situation. Can't get through to it though. That's the safe. Oh, no, let's get it open yet. Way out, way in. What's this? Looks like a butterfly, okay. Mushroom! Okay. It's a paprika. No, it's a pepper. Something in the middle of it though. got a yellow coin. With a half a pepper. Tomatoes. Onions. Cucumbers. Flower pot. Okay. Oh, there's a key. Silver key. I got a silver key and a bronze key. Mystery. Oh, hello. Okay, so there's something with green on top. And then there's a mushroom and skunk cabbage. Oh, there's where the other one is. There we go. That looks like a lion. It does. Indeed. This is... looks like a tombstone. To free ego Earth. It's an epitaph. To free ego Earth. Latin. Keyhole. There's also a metal detector. Sweet. Okay, well, we've got 2 keys. Don't be creepy, dude. Hello. It's been going. Ah, moss. Nope. It's wrong thing. Box with bronze lid. Okay, combine that with bronze key. We get as a torn scrap of paper. Okay, well. Let's go up here. Box with silver lid. Combine with silver key. Okay, combine those 2. Still a piece missing, yes, because there's a gold one, which is going to be over by the skunk cabbage. Not that we've found a key yet, but it's going to be a clue to the waterfall, I'm guessing. Box with guard lid. Okay. This one's reacting to this onion. Gonna be a gold key. It's just an onion. Okay. Okay. cucumber. We can make a salad. I'm not reading that out because that was rude. Oh, hang on. You don't want to know, Leaky. You don't want to know. Oh, hello, Gold Key. Get a white coin. A green coin. And a red coin. Okay. The green one is heavier than like every coin so far. Yellow coin is heavier. Oh dear, what were we supposed to do? Ah. Let's try it again. What are we trying to find though? What's the sun key? Floor map. Supplementary rules. Oh, thank you for the host, Dopey. And hello to everyone from Dopey Stream. Okay, have we got any more secrets? Okay, so we're just going to figure out what it wants. Well, it seems like those two are the heaviest. Oh, they match. Is that what I was supposed to find out? They went wrong again. Oh, I don't want it to change to easy. No, I don't want it to change to easy. That's unfair. Because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with them. So that's really annoying. Okay. Alright. 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3. Yes, we do. We have coins. I did it. Phew! I didn't have to do the stupid thing again. Showing 9 stars. Press the stars in the correct order. Nope. We haven't got any clue about it. But I didn't do the scale thing again because I realised what I needed it for. I've only got one thing left. To free ego Aris. Okay, I mean... Okay, so we've got a lion, tombstone. I'm just not sure we have the information to be able to solve which stars I need. Unless it's something to do with the lion. Something like yellow, brown, blue, white, red, black, white, red. I feel like there's a bit we're missing. are you wooing about? Or is it a woo because I did a thing and then wasn't paying attention to what you replying to me? Did you say woo before? I just didn't see it. Because I've got some kind of metal shaft thing. Butterfly hole, there's a keyhole, and a gravestone. And what I'm going to do is save. Because I'm worried that if I try this too many times, it's just going to say it will set you to easy. So then I reload and try again. Okay, so yellow, brown, blue, black, white. No. Yellow, brown, blue, black, red. No. No, there's got to be some clue, surely. They're not just going to expect us to randomly guess stars, so... They went, this is massive, it's going to take ages to explore, but actually it's actually not that big. Press the star buttons in the correct order. I was just writing notes. I'm not going to get it by guessing. Ha! Butterfly. I knew there was something I was missing. And I hadn't thought that it was a drawer. Besides, I thought it would pop open when I did the scale weighing thing. So that's why I was a little bit confused. Hello? It got dark. It's nighttime. Okay. Oh, hello, I've got a blue star there. Purple, blue, yellow, green, red. 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 Purple. Purple, blue, yellow, green. I knew there was something I was missing. There we go. I put it in the chat so that I will oh, that's where the... Oh, maybe it starts with the red. It could start with the red. Okay. It makes sense to start with red. Okay, so then it would be red, green, yellow, blue. No, it was purple. Purple, blue, yellow, green, red. There we go. Should just gone with what I originally said. Woohoo! That's a safe password. Ah, there's another solution. There'll be another solution. Alright. Let me turn the lights off again. maybe it's the size of the stars. So the red was the biggest. From the smallest. No, I need to go and have a look if I'm going to do. Yeah, that does say size of the stars. Yeah. So the purple one's fairly small. The blue one is biggish. Alright, so it's red, blue, yellow, purple, green. There we go! Because we get 2 codes, and I want to get the file code. Yes. Sweet. Right, now I'm going to go open the safe. I can click on the arrow. Okay, hang on, there's an easy way to check because we only got 1 for the elevator. So it's the blue one we want to put in first. So, start at the top, start at the bottom. So there we go, gold file! Yes. Right. Secret. Whoa! Hello! Got a whole bunch of stuff. Ice 9! There we go, Ice 9, special form of water with a melting point of 36 degrees Celsius. In other words, freezes at room temperature. The idea of Ice 9 was originally put forth by the American science fiction author Kurt Vonnegut. His version of Ice 9 is a melting point of 45 degrees Celsius. There's a rumour that says that all the water in Alice's body is actually Ice 9. Who knows whether it's true or not, but if it is, then she always has to keep her body temperature above 36. Okay. H. This refers to Gentaro Hongu. He was one of the characters who appeared in 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. He was the person who supervised the kidnapping of the children who participated in the Nunnery Games in 2018. So yes, 2000... Yeah, that makes sense with dates, yeah. He's the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals and a devoted follower of Free the Soul. Morphogenetic field theory holds that a sort of field where the forms, structures, and patterns of everything in reality are stored. Includes abstract things like language, song, thoughts, inspiration, culture, customs, and ideas. Any information contained, transmitted, or created by matter is held in the morphogenetic field. In the Zero Escape series, people who can communicate by accessing this field are known as espers. If morphogenetic field theory is true, however, that would mean, in a sense, all humans are espers of a sort. Immunoglobulin. It's an important part of the body's defense against viruses, bacteria, and other invaders. It identifies and neutralizes certain threats. The IgE replicator found in the lab gets its name from immunoglobulin. We haven't been in the lab yet, so yeah. Integer factorization. Prime factorization. Okay. Oh. It looked like it's talking about a pair of sexy toaster waffles, but actually means something like, what you are, I was, what I am, you will be. Okay, sometimes used in epitaph. SOIS. Special Office of Internal Security, or SOIS, is an elite intelligence organization under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. They investigate potentially disruptive or dangerous elements such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry. Stated purpose is to maintain peace, but their charter authorizes them to arrest, detain, or even kill. Scary. Oh, that's gotta be where Alice and Clover are working for. Okay, so we got an entire page. There are 16 files. So all of those files that we got there were in the other save. And we just didn't manage to get the first code in the elevator. And we're going to fill all these things up because we're going to collect things, because I like collecting things. Right. Now we're going to open it and get the key, which hopefully contains a key to that tombstone. Alright, so moon, star, sun. Yeah, a lot of stuff. First off, a map. The left says floor B. Cool. So we've got 2 maps. Okay. This is moon card. Yeah. Okay. Piece of paper. Rhizome 9. Nevada test sites. Well, the Nevada test site is from the first nunnery games. Oh, IgE immunoglobulin. Antibody. Okay. Key to the exit. Okay. It's not going to work on the tombstone. Still going to try it. Which means that at some point we're coming back here with a key. Because they never really, unless this is one of those ones where, I don't know, either way. Yeah, I just didn't have it selected. Let's open the door, woo, here we go! Stop doing the countdown. Found it! Woohoo! No sooner had we stepped out the garden than I saw the 3 people I'd watched leave through the green door sometime earlier. Whoa. What are you guys doing?
We ought to be asking you the same thing. How'd you get here?
Sigma, hand me the map.
Map? Oh, right. Dug the map out of my pocket and spread it in front of us.
You 3 came in through the blue door, right? And which room did you go into?
Flag-shaped one. It's called the Bee Garden.
Bee garden?
It's this big dome with a bunch of plants in it. Look, you can see it yourself later, okay?
What about you guys?
Well, after we went through the green door, we ended up in the treatment center.
And then we met up. Right here.
So, what's the treatment center? It sounds a lot like the infirmary.
You want to have a look? We can go back to any of the rooms we've already visited.
Maybe those that's a thing,
So?
I say. Sure, let's have a look. After a few moments of brisk walking, we found ourselves in the treatment centre. Okay, I just need some tea. I'll be right back. And I'm back. I have tea. Oh. Treatment center. And so are you. Good. we're not going to get a chance to open any other safes unless we go in the rooms. But we should compile a lot of information by doing stuff. What are those?
They're why this is called a treatment center.
Excuse me, hiccups.
Those pods can cure a number of illnesses and even repair certain injuries.
Okay, are there 9 pods? Whoa, that's nuts.
How about you climb in one of them, Dio?
Why?
Well, maybe it can fix whatever's wrong with your brain.
Hey, you want to start something, lady?
Calm down now, son. You don't cool off a bit, and I'll have to throw you in one of these pods here.
Huh? Why?
Weren't you paying attention? They have a cold sleep function. I figured that ought to cool your head up.
Wait. You say cold sleep? That's where they freeze you, right? And you can stay that way for a really long time?
Yeah?
According to some records we found in here, until about 8 hours ago, there were 3 frozen people in these pods.
3 people? Who?
You mean 3 of us were?
We don't know. All we found was what was in the logs for the pods.
How long were they here?
No idea. Part of the logs were erased. All that's left is when the cold sleep function turned off. It records them thawing out, getting up. That's it.
Then they could be anyone.
Well, anyone but you.
Why not Alice?
Because you don't need a device like this to freeze Alice. Am I wrong?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You don't need to play dumb. The water in your body isn't normal water. It's something called Ice 9.
Okay, well, we know that because we played the first game, but how the freak does he know
It
it?
freezes at 96.8 degrees. That means all you have to do to put yourself in cold sleep is drop your body temperature below 96.8. No fancy machine needed.
Where on earth did you hear that?
From Clover.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Clover?
When we were exploring the lounge during the first round.
I see.
What's so funny?
Oh man, you fell for that one hook, line, and sinker, didn't you? Clover was messing with you. That is, if she even said anything to you at all. It was a lie. A joke?
A joke? No, there's no way it was a joke. I'm sure about it. Your body is made of Ice 9.
Well, you're mistaken. It's a ridiculous misunderstanding. An urban legend.
With seemingly no other prompting, Alice launched into a lengthy explanation. It went something like this. At some point in the past, someone found a frozen mummified Egyptian queen. What was curious about this mummy, however, was that it remained frozen at room temperature. People began to refer to her as all ice, which eventually simply became Alice. Rumours that her body was made of Ice 9 began to circulate, and her bizarre refusal to thaw only compounded them.
They say that the mummy finally thawed, and when it did, it began to move. And ever since then, I've had people say they thought I was her. I mean, really, how could anyone believe something so ridiculous?
Well, because we saw you in the first game?
The existence of this mysterious Alice and of this ice that doesn't melt are just urban legends.
But why would people make that mistake about you in particular?
It can't just be because your name's Alice. There are tons of Alices.
Is it because of your face and how you look?
Well, it is true that I am both beautiful and elegant. Can I really be blamed if people think I'm an Egyptian queen? I don't think that's the only reason, though. Someone who made that mistake said something to me once. They claimed they'd seen me before. Of course, I immediately pressed the issue. Do you mean the mummy, Alice? I said. When? Where? Of course, they were at a loss. In fact, I began to feel a little sorry for them. So I told them something. If you're so convinced, then maybe I am actually Alice. But maybe I've lost my memory and can't remember who I am. And so on and so on. I'm still not sure why Clover would tell you something like that, though. Even if she was just messing with you, it seems a little out of left field.
You really think she put that much thought into it? She was probably just screwing with him, and it was the first thing that came to mind. Maybe she wanted to see if she could get him to believe something completely ridiculous.
Yeah, I could see her doing something like that. Well, I think that's enough idle gossip for now. The cold sleep business is interesting, but I don't think it's terribly useful.
Well, it is if it puts people into cryogenic, which means it could be not 2028 anymore.
We should go see if the other team has returned to the warehouse yet.
At Alice's request, we made our way out of the treatment center. Warehouse B. Memento Mori. If the 9th lion ate the sun? That's not quite right.
It looks like another warehouse.
It looks like the same warehouse.
Hey, look.
3 more doors.
They're all glowing white. You think...
These might be the next set of chromatic doors.
I'd bet on it. Look, they've got the same boxes next to them as the other doors.
So the next set of doors are white?
They haven't all been the same color before.
We definitely need to tell the others about this.
Right, let's head back to floor A. Don't know what that's on about. Probably not what it said either, but it's close enough. Fireworks again. Really wish people wouldn't set them off in residential areas. Some doofus was setting up on the courtyard behind my
Oh,
flat.
thank goodness.
They trying to kill someone? Hi, Kay.
You finally returned.
Maybe Kay was frozen.
I was beginning to get anxious.
Did something
Yes.
happen?
It's Quark, you see. He
What? What happened to Quark?
collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. Clover is looking after him, but his condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no.
Tomiyoji shoved Kay aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks and ran off after him.
Quark, come on, kid. Get a hold of yourself.
Tomiyoji grabbed Quark's shoulders and began to shake him desperately. It was Clover who stopped him.
Hey, what are you doing? He's sick, and we don't even know what's wrong with him.
Maybe he's got that radical six thing.
What if you make him worse?
Then what am I supposed to do? I have to save him.
Save? That seems a little extreme. Maybe he just has anemia or something.
No, that's not it. I know him better than any of you. He doesn't have anemia. He's never just collapsed before.
Well, then call an ambulance and stop freaking out about it.
You son of a bitch. This is serious.
The infirmary seems pretty well equipped. There are plenty of diagnostic tools, but
Without a doctor, there's not going to be much we can do with him.
What about Luna? Well, we've got
Luna?
That's right. I remember Dio saying
Hey, Paul.
something. You have a medical license, don't you?
Wait, really? Is that true, Luna?
Well, yes, but
You have
She's
to take
probably
a
not
look
a
at him,
doctor.
then. Please. Quark needs your help.
okay,
Researcher, maybe?
I'll see what I can do. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner.
is Adam?
It's called an atom. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
That can tell us what's wrong with Quark.
Yes, I believe it can.
I don't want to rush you, but the sooner the better. Just let us know if you need anything.
Of course.
How long have we got before the next set of doors does their thing? The whole process only took a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body, and within seconds the results lit up on screen. Words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and just stood there for a moment looking down at Quark before she spoke. About 2 hours of me running through corridors, solving some puzzles. Not really much. We are making our way down this line here, so we've got... So we basically did into the doors, blue door, garden on hard, we've got the archives, and then we're just doing this bit and we get to a decision soon. Ah, I didn't realise it actually said hard when we've done it on hard. Interesting.
Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has an infection. A viral infection.
He's got Radical 6.
Oh no.
It's Jesse's fault. I know.
Yes.
Don't tell me.
He's been infected with a virus called Radical 6.
Have you heard of this virus? Radical 6, I mean?
Yeah. I told Alice and Tenmyoji about it.
Fi and I heard about it from Luna.
Dio and Luna were two of the first people to investigate the infirmary. They must have seen the newspaper clipping that Quark found. They'd stayed behind after the AB game, and they'd all split up and gone into different rooms. It seemed like one way or another everyone had heard about Radical 6.
No. He can't... How could he have gotten infected? That's not possible.
Something about the tone of his voice seemed strange. Why wasn't it possible? Had Tenmyoji known about Radical 6 before the rest of us?
There must be something we can do! How can we cure him?
Well, Adam says there's an antiviral serum called Excelavir. It's the only way to counteract Radical 6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
Where is it? Shouldn't it be in the infirmary somewhere?
We looked around, but we didn't see anything.
I don't trust a damn thing you say. I'm asking Luna.
I'm sorry, but Theo's telling the truth. We didn't find anything.
Damn it. What about the other rooms? Sigma, what about you? Did you find anything?
No, nothing like medicine. I mean, it was just like a park. Lots of vegetation and stuff, but no medicine.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
We visited the laboratory. There were a number of chemicals and concoctions there, some of which were medicine, but nothing like what we're searching for, I'm afraid.
Oh, God. He's going to... Oh, God, no.
Look, just to be sure, the three of you went to the treatment center, right? And you sure it wasn't
No,
there?
there was nothing even remotely like it. You went there too, didn't you? The only thing in the treatment center are those treatment pods.
We could put him in a treatment pod. Treatment pods, that's it. If we put Quark in one of those pods... For a moment there was silence.
Quark?
Quark!
Oh, hello.
Oh, thank God. You're awake.
Get away from me!
What? Quark, what are you...
Where's his hat? And where'd he get the knife?
Sorry, Grandpa. I can't. I have to.
Have to what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
But... how?
Like this.
Quark's hand moved like lightning. He was getting stabbed. He'd grabbed hold of the scalpel and was driving it straight towards his heart? Shit, he's gonna die. Stop!
No! Let go! Let go of me!
Pretty tough for a kid. Hey guys, I could use a hand here.
Yeah, right.
On it.
Me too.
Stop it! Let go of me, you jerks!
Temioji, what the hell are you doing? Get over here. Temioji, can you even hear me?
Oh, right.
Damn you! Bastards! Why won't you let me go? I have to get out of this body!
I have to get out of this body. It's an interesting way of
They
putting
can't
it.
lock away the soul! Once my body's gone, my soul can escape! Please!
Okay.
You have to let me go! Let me go! I'm trapped here! Let me die! I have to die! Kill
This
me!
is disturbing.
Somebody! Anybody! Kill me! Kill me! Kill me! Ah!
Jesus, this kid's lost it. Hey, somebody get that scalpel away from him. Good, thanks, whoever that was. Quark barely even seemed to notice the loss of the scalpel. He continued to scream and writhe like he was possessed. What are we going to do? We've got to calm him down
Luna!
somehow.
Yes?
Are there any tranquilizers in here?
No. Well, I mean,
What?
there's Superel Beta.
Soperil?
That's the anesthetic, the one that's in our bracelets.
Good. Perfect. Hit him with some of that.
What?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji.
It won't hurt him, I promise.
But
Just hurry up and do it! Come on, Luna!
Okay, let me just... Okay, I've got it.
Good. Wait until he's... Now! Do it now!
Right.
No! Stop! Stop!
Respiration, blood pressure, brain waves, everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep.
Alright, I guess we're good for now.
Yes,
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
he shouldn't wake up for a few hours.
Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
I think that might be the virus's fault. It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Yeah? How do you know?
Huh? Oh, well,
How much do you know about this Radical Six?
She's got to be a researcher.
not much. I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article.
That's the truth?
Why would I lie about that? I've seen other viruses do the same thing. I was just making a guess.
So when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical 6 too?
Yes. At least, I think so.
So what kind of virus is Radical 6?
What are you doing?
I turned and followed Temioji's gaze. There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. Apparently she had been the one to take it away from Quark. Yes, well, I've been saying, Jesse, it's all your fault. But it is lesser than Radical 99. The longer I looked at her, the more I wondered if she'd taken it to protect him, or for some other sinister reason. She didn't seem stable. In fact, she looked far more like Quark had a moment ago than I was entirely comfortable with. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. Alice? Hey, are you feeling okay?
We're all going to die.
Huh?
We're all dead already. Only terrorists would resort to biological warfare. But they will. Soon.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about?
You don't understand? All of humanity is going to die. The virus will spread. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather die here!
Wait, Alice! We were all too stunned to even try and restrain her. We just stood there, she spun around and leapt through the door. Damn it. We can't get through any other doors otherwise. And anyone that can't get through a door dies. I shut myself and took off after her. But in those few moments of hesitation, I put too much distance and too many doors between us. Shit, which way did she go? Right? Left? Still trying to decide when everyone poured out the infirmary.
You lost her.
Yeah, I don't know which way she went.
Well, let's split up and look. Quickly.
Right.
Kinda gotten too far.
Look, if you find her, it's probably best not to shout or anything. Just do your best not to provoke her. Understood? Tenmyoji, I think you should stay here with Quark. The rest of us can look for Alice. Sound good?
Yeah, I stay here. Got it.
All right, let's move, Pete. Get going.
At Fire's command, we scattered, filtering off into different doors. As I ran, I thought, where should I look for Alice? Perhaps the lounge would be a good bet. No one here, huh? Damn, where did she go? Complaining wasn't going to help anything. I needed to go and look somewhere else. If she had 9 points on the bracelet, I'd know where she was. Treatment center. There's jellyfish. Shoot, nothing in the treatment center either. I need to find her quick or she's going to do something bad. If we hadn't stopped Quark. I need to hurry. Head to the garden next. I mean, at least there's water and food in here. I've only gone a few steps from the walkway. Through the grass when I stopped short. Alice?
Oh, there you are. Good. I'm glad you showed up.
Huh?
I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to carry her to the infirmary.
And she's alive?
Yeah. Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
So she's just unconscious?
Looks like it.
What about the scalpel?
Doesn't look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here. Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary.
I'm gonna get stabbed in the back.
Give me a hand here.
Right. Alice was lighter than I expected, and finally I managed to set off towards the infirmary at a brisk trot. We should put them in the healing pods, clearly.
All right, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
Can we scan all the rest of us, just to, stave a thingy? On our way back, Fi had gone off to retrieve the rest of the participants. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no. No! What's going to happen to her? Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. There's a special antiviral treatment. Do you know what immunoglobulin is?
Immunogoblin?
It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6. Those antibodies are the basis for Excelavir.
Wait, what about the pods in the treatment center? Can't we just stick them in those?
Right. I thought of that too, so I went and took a closer look at them. Unfortunately...
They can't cure it.
Correct. They can suppress the symptoms for a while, but they can't kill the virus itself. The only way we can help Alice and Quark is if we can find some Excelavir.
With Alexa. Is it backwards?
But the pods will keep them from getting any worse, right?
Yes.
Well, then what are we waiting for? One of you, grab Alice. We're going to the treatment center.
As he spoke, Temyoji moved up to Quark and lifted his small unconscious body off the bed. Quark shifted slightly as Temyoji moved him and something fell out of his pocket with a soft clink. He bent down slowly and picked it up. Is this medicine?
What?
Well, what is it?
Excelavir, hold on. There's a name on the label.
Excelavir! You found it, Sigma! That's the one thing that can cure Radical 6.
Why did Quark have it?
Perhaps he found it earlier.
Earlier
We
when?
explored the laboratory. It was on the other side of the red door. I happened to notice Quark putting something in his pocket. Whether or
He
not
hid
that
it?
was his intention is unclear. I did not have the opportunity to ask, as he collapsed immediately afterwards. It didn't feel appropriate to go digging around in his pockets for it after that. To be honest, it had also slipped my mind. We were rather preoccupied with getting him to the infirmary as quickly as possible.
Who cares about the detail? We have it. Hurry up and give it to him, Luna.
Hey, hold on a minute. What about Alice?
Does it really matter if she goes first or not?
I'm sorry, but I don't think we can do that.
We're getting close to a decision, but not close enough that if it can only cure one person, I have to choose.
What?
There's only enough here for one person. The only way we have to administer this is with the injection gun. And the way it functions, it uses a whole bottle each time you pull the trigger.
In other words, we can't split the dose in two or something.
Right.
Can we make more? While we all stood stunned, Fi moved, stepping over to Quark. She quickly ran her hands through his clothes and then stepped back with a frown and a small shake of her head.
Nothing. That one bottle was it.
Do you think there might be some more back in the laboratory?
No, unfortunately not.
No.
Oh, God.
Just enough medicine for one dose.
Only one person can be saved.
Who should we give it to?
Alice or Quark?
What the hell is this? There's no way we're only going to save one of
And
them.
what are we going to do?
Do I have to spell it out? We're going to save them both.
How?
That's, I needed to calm down. Think. There had to be some way to save both of them. It was there, I knew it. To be continued? How can I hit an end? There isn't enough antiviral medicine. Lock number 4. December 25th. Oh, we've gone back to the beginning. Oh, I see it. Well, I didn't expect there to be an end, so basically we oh, that's too hot. We reached an ending because we don't have enough information to go on. So we've gone back to the beginning. So I could have got a good ending potentially there if we'd got the information about the antiviral. Right. let's just skip through that. Okay, so we got the pin. So let's see if we can get the other code. Give us some more information. You were invited, you just didn't turn up on time. Everyone was invited, as always. Yeah, so it was 7 old people, 4 babies. Okay, we also got a moon key. And the floor map, okay. Oh, hello. Mystery schematic, something about rhizome 9. A note about immunoglobulin. Interesting, okay. There we go. Okay, this time I got the blue memory card. I think I just didn't interact with the thing when I put the blue one in. No, that I thought I had. Well, we already know the code, don't we? We know what that is, but we don't know what the blue one is, and I thought... Well, I mean, we already know the answer. I don't see any other way of getting it as yet, so we'll just continue, because we'll come back to this anyway. Many times. So we might as well just use the password. Moon, sun, star. I don't know what to suggest, Jesse. Pushing the button. Yeah, so if we already have the code, we don't have to solve all of the puzzles as well, which is good. Let's just skip through all the stuff we've seen before. Boom! Clover and Kay. Yes. Yeah, it's the weird. There's a weird double jumpy thing, and there's also like a shot thing where you like propel yourself. That was like the whole basis of the Ginzo tree. So, yeah, I know that if I go back to it, Leaky, I'm like, ugh, I have to actually replay some bits, which is annoying because I got quite far. How come you were up so late? Okay, let's go through the magenta door with Luna.
Sure.
All right.
Then Clover and I will go with Alice.
As long as I get to go with Alice, I'm fine.
I don't have any objections. We'll be going through the yellow door, right?
That means Dio, Quark, and I are doing the cyan door.
Ugh,
get
stuck
different
with a
information.
kid and some old fart.
Yeah, but you did it, Leaky.
I can't see how this could possibly go badly.
You were looking at dog shelters and dogs until 3 AM. I understand that. I was up until 2 myself reading a book. Well, I say reading a book. It was fan fiction, and it was something I'd read before, but I'd forgotten I'd read it before, and then I got to the bit where I remembered why I'd forgotten that I'd read it, because I blocked it out of my memory, and then I was like, well, now I need to figure out how it ends. So that's basically wasted most of my weekend, which is really annoying. So I was like, right, well, I'm definitely going to stream now.
Well,
You
maybe
know,
we'll get
time.
lucky and you'll pull your head out of your ass.
What did you
Yeah, we
just
should
say?
get some different answers now.
10 seconds remain. 9, 8, 7,
We need to hurry.
3,
Let's get moving.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic door.
We went through purple this time. I don't know why I didn't pick purple last time, except I wanted to see if I could talk to Alice. This should put us in the lounge, I think. Yeah. With the alcohol. Okay, so magenta door. It says archives 1 out of 8. Yeah, because we didn't get the file password, which is really annoying. You were bored on Friday and watched the video of my extra chariot stream. Ah, so the 85 minutes of me basically falling in quicksand and getting up again, and then squeaking at the end when I finally did it. Oh no, the extra charity. Ah, the one where I went and did the sepulchre thingy. Yes. I got you your bonus achievement. I promised I would. Okay, so, right. So that would have been if I had done betray. Then I would have got a choice about what door to go through, I think. Whereas I didn't get a choice that time. Yeah, no, I realised that. And I got all the archives there, and then I can't get to the choice there, yeah. So this time I've gone to complete other side of the thing, which... Yeah, I mean, to be fair, my door was a good door the first time, but I need some more information, which means I need to do some replays.
Didn't you see the door? It said this is the lounge.
There's some right, left on there.
Well, there doesn't seem to be much dust. Maybe there is.
Someone living here, alright. So you got a well-used lounge right next to a big empty warehouse. What is this building for?
Beats me.
It looks like the...
Yeah,
4 doors.
the one we came in, the one opposite it, and 2 more on the left and right.
Yeah, I probably will, Dan. I think I actually said that at one point. I'm like, here's me struggling up the thing, and I'm like, if Dan was watching, he'd be telling me to use the attractor thingy. But it kept on propelling me in the wrong direction. I did use it several times, just probably not as much as you thought I should use it.
The 2 on the sides are covered with metal plates, though. Don't think we'll be opening them anytime soon.
So I've got like some... I've got like all the maps to uncover and the skulls and the widgets and all that. You nodded so hard at that point. Next year's extra life donation. Yes, I got you 2 extra chariot achievement. Nah. Next year, I'll have to think of something different. That's the exit. We need a key. This one's locked too.
I didn't see any other doors in the hallway we came through. Maybe we can find one of the keys to the AB room in here somewhere.
Yay! You cheered at me. Cool. Yes, that was with the green bits. I just couldn't get them. I couldn't get up with them without the attractor. But the problem was I had to... I probably did a couple of shitty ones as well while I was trying to get the proper jump. But anyway. I did it. The main thing was that I did it. And now everything's unlocked and I just need to like redo some maps and get some bits. But I don't have to carry the chests anywhere, which means that I know that I can do every single one of the levels. So I will go back to it. I might not stream it, but I probably will go back to it. Okay, let's go. Let's find something. Let me look. So yeah, I probably end up looking up how to get there. Yeah, Jesse, we know what you should stream today. You should stream Chariot, because I'm officially beating you at a platformer. I'm better at you at a platformer. That's a challenge, right? Right. Okay. So, with this, we're going to do... Basically, we're going to go through all 3 doors at some point, so that... yeah, and he calls himself a master platformer. I know, right? So, we've got so many choices. I think there were like 28 endings. So, if by the time we come back through this again, I haven't figured out how to get the blue code, I might look up how to get the blue code. Because I thought putting the blue card in would give me the blue code. Because the green card gave me the green code, but I couldn't see anything else when I was doing it the first time. And I thought I'd just fluffed it up the first time, which is why when I did it the second time, I was like, no, I should have the... I don't have the blue code. So, I might have to look that up. If the third time I can't figure it out. But, for now, we've got lots of different choices. Let's look at some alcohol. It's a cocktail mixer. It's definitely a cocktail mixer. Ooh, we got 2 needles. They look like clock hands. And some cocktail glasses. And some kind of screen. That's probably going to give us the codes. Island, ocean, moon, sun, planets, blue, green, white. red. Yes, thank you, Fire. When's the big Friday the 13th stream? I'm not playing Friday the 13th. It's also not Friday the 13th this month. You're a jack of all trades. Yes, but you were trying to get up the platformer board. Chariot's a platformer, and I'm ahead of you. I think you should be playing Chariot. If I can do it, you can do it. I mean, simple as that. Okay, so alcohol bottles, more glasses, some kind of light fixture. December the 13th is a Friday. Yeah, that makes sense, because the 7th is a Saturday. Yeah, I might do a spoopy stream, but there's no way in hell I'm doing... That's a globe. No, that's part of a globe. Clearly it's part of a globe. There's a safe. Oh, doors. That was my problem last time. I forgot the doors. Intro journal. Bartender's diary. I'm not playing Friday the 13th either. I refuse to play it. It looked like a really crappy game. And I'm not playing Layers of Fear 2 because I haven't finished the first one yet, Paul. I might play the first one. Okay, 3 customers came in today, a couple and their son. The father sat in the centre with the mother on the left and the son on the right. When I came to take their order, they said the following. My wife likes the colour red, I like white, my son has always liked ocean. The mother said, my son has loved the colour blue since he was a child, my husband likes island and I like planet. Son, my mother and I like moon. My father likes anything green. One of them was a liar, but I swiftly made their drinks and handed them over. The son's lying. Maybe. Okay, but that's a clue to the drinks that I need to make. Hello, I got a bit of a globe. Combine that with that. Oh, come on. Alright, fine. I can't combine that bit of hemisphere. But yeah, I'm not interested in playing Friday the 13th at all. Something behind this cushion. Yay! Astronomy Today magazine. Chew. It's dusty. Okay. A clock. Hello, we had hands. Looks like a clock, but it doesn't have any hands. Okay, there we go. What if I move them? Okay. Green. Ah, right. Okay, green. No, you should be able to figure these out. Hello. Crap. Lunar eclipse. 4:50 p.m. That's got to be important. That's 4:50, which is green sun. There we go, green sun. got to be important. Hello? It did something. Okay, hang on. I want to write sun in green. There we go. Right, left, O-E-D-I, I-M-L-I, O-O-N-R, 1, N. Some kind of code. Oh, we clearly need to make a globe. Wow, we've got a lot of stuff. Alright, let's try and combine northern and northern. There we are. Most of the North Hemisphere. Okay, so we're going to combine that with the northern bit that we just created. So we just need a southern bit. Hello, garbage. Alright, let's make some drinks. So, we have green sun. Okay, but if we do red planets, we made red planets. Okay. White island. My mum's going to be around on 22nd, 23rd, so unfortunately I'm going to miss whatever stream. And then Blue Ocean. No. Father set in the centre, so white in the centre. Mother on the left. So that's the red one on the left. I think I got the red and the blue mixed up. My left and right issues. Blue! Yay. When can you book time for Queen's Quest 4? Do I own that one? Let's check if I own that one. I bought one that we haven't played? Oh, I might not have that one yet. In which case I will get it. When are you... Which you know, usual Tuesday, Thursday evenings if you want to do a co-stream, just let me know which one you're free on. Just not the Thursday before your birthday, because Mum's here. Blue means that I got the file code. No, I'm not going to memorize it. It's going to save it in the password, I think. Alright. Sun with 2 moons. Yeah, we got the golden file one. There we go. This time we got some secrets. Alright. Oif! So obviously page 1 probably would have been the secret if we'd have figured out how to open that one. Alright, what is a nunnery game? Deadly game. Nunnery game rules. We know the rules. Supplementary rules. When you've opened a door, you can hop through them as many times as you like. We know that one already. Pair solo. We know that. Bracelet points. We die. Number 9 door. Okay, so it's opening and it's closing, so we've got just more than 9 seconds. Total lunar eclipse. Okay. Which will be an event. Okay. None of that actually, mind you, that was funny with Grandpa's videos. That was just hilarious. And Sigma's cat problem, and gave us some clue to the phone. And then that one gave us what the tombstone said and some immunoglobulin information, but we haven't really. I'm assuming November, December. Hmm. 26th, 3rd or 10th, any of those do. Any of those work, so we'll see, I guess, closer to the thing. Okay, so I'm still missing part of a... globe. And actually the key to the thing. Unless the answer is green sun. Pitch the cocktail. I still need part of it. It's not going to be in the safe. The safe is going to... So, what does this mean? Right, left, right, left. E, D, M. 1. What does this mean? Which is why Chariot's kind of good for that one, isn't it, Dan? It's Chariot getting lots of GTAS points. And I'm sure you can do the final desert one in fewer than 85 minutes. Okay, so we've got a code here, and we're missing part of a safe. A safe? A globe. Actually, I have a feeling that it's up here. And I'm just a donkey, because I just saw that out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, God damn it! There we go, combine that. And we made a globe. It's a globe! Yes, there we go. Ooh, blue planet. Alright. Red moon. Blue planet, red moon. Red moon, blue planet, green sun. Red moon, green planet. No. Red moon, blue planet, green sun. Okay. Sun. Oops. Sun. We do need one of those. Green. Hi, Valbo. Green sun. Cool. Okay, now we need planet. Blue planet. Where's blue? Oops, there's blue. And we need a glass. Blue planet. Alright, green sun, blue planet, red moon is the next one. Oops, I need to find a moon. Ooh. Okay, which order is the question, but let's just do... the order which makes the most sense. Yes. There we go. And we get the safe code. Hang on, was there something on that screen? Nope, that was just my cursor. Just let me know. I can stop streaming. I'm not fussed. Sun, moon, star. Just get to a good point and I can stop. Okay, got the map, which we already got, so 2 cards, the ambidex room, well I do want to eat, and it's nearly 7, so let me do the same as what I did last time and get to the point where I ally betray, and then I'll stop to get some food and you can take over. Read this note. Oh, that's the supplemental rules, which you'd actually already got from the gold thingy. Though it was a file but didn't give us the text, so. Key found in safe. We're just going to take all this alcohol with us, because, you know. And this time, we're still going to go with ally, because I'm fairly certain Luna will pick ally, and we're up against Luna this time. But we can skip through all the explanations.
Do you think it...
Oops.
Hey,
to find out.
Someone's coming.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
And Dio, Quark, and Tenmyoji.
Yeah, we're just not going to comment on the stupid postures.
We ran into them a little bit ago. Well, not literally, of course.
I don't know. With a prowl like that.
Don't.
Let me see the
dude,
map.
That's just creepy.
That's the same as the map we found in the infirmary.
Infirmary?
Oh, we found a map like that too. Ours was in the crew quarters.
That's so. We found ours in the lounge.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
We already knew what's in the elevator. So.
This is just like...
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green, the one in the middle, and the one on the right is red.
Okay, so we're coming to checkpointy decision. Okay, let me just save. So we haven't got like a true ending. There only seem to be 9 of those. If going by those little pictures, unless they just couldn't fit. Oh, hello. We have lots of slots. Okay, fine. Looks like there's only 9 true endings, but there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 ends, but an ending, I got an ending there, so I think I saw 28 somewhere. 28 different endings. So we've gotten 1, but it hasn't counted as a proper ending as yet. So, alright, let's skip through what we've already seen.
Looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Quark, why don't you show them that note we found?
Sure.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too. We found ours in the infirmary.
Yeah, we found one too. Safe in the lounge.
So, this is the lounge.
It would seem Zero's notes were telling the truth. Getting back here was easy enough.
That means we could all go visit the infirmary too.
Or the crew quarters.
Hey, Grandpa, check this out. It's some of your favorite scotch.
Oh. Tempting.
Yeah, they're definitely related. Well, hold on, Grandpa. Yeah, we had the naughty girl poster in the crew quarters, and then Scotch here. Had they always been that close? Maybe they were related. Alice and Clover.
Let's go, buddy. Soon as we get out of here, I can drink all the scotch I want. You can drink all the root beer floats you can stomach.
What? You're gonna get me a root beer float? But
Such an old man drink.
are you sure? Do you have enough money?
Oh, ye of little faith.
Aww.
I found an old factory full of rare earth metals the other day.
Definitely related.
You were taking so long.
Ah, for yawning? You're just a computer program.
Okay, skip through the explanation about the AB rooms. Oh god, there we are, headed into the AB rooms.
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
This game's got a time limit. What? What? This is new. What? 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 Who?
Fuck if I know. Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everybody over here.
Yeah, right. Hey, guys, get over here. We found someone. There's a lady over here. She's unconscious. This is new. Didn't wait for a response, just turned and followed Fire into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. All that greeted us was... shit. Blood. She's covered in blood. I leaned down to listen to her mouth. Nothing, no breath. With shaking hands I felt against her neck for a pulse. No movement, just cold skin.
hell are you yelling at? What's going on here?
Is she?
Quark, don't look. Somebody get Quark out of here.
Okay. Come on, Quark.
Then she's...
Yeah. She's not breathing and I can't find a pulse. Her body is already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago.
Murdered?
Does this look like an accident or a suicide to you?
Looks like she was stabbed. Don't see a weapon around here, though.
This feels like a loop that we haven't done yet. But
That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them.
Part of them?
Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they might be able to stab someone in the heart.
you're accusing
What
Kay.
are you suggesting?
It's just a joke. Don't take it so seriously.
That's not funny. That's not a joke. That's not what a joke is.
Whatever. If we examine the wound, we'll probably get a better idea of what the weapon was. Let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
Okay, so would this have happened the second time whatever I picked? Or would this have happened the first time if I'd have picked the other door last time? Ooh, time travel is fun. DOK and I gingerly lift the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else, but whatever, the reason Temyoji only stared. His whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to its breaking point, but it was his eyes that caught my attention. He wasn't staring at us. Not quite. It was more like he was staring toward us, a smouldering spark of something burning silently behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realised Temyoji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we found the body. He knows who she is. I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and laboured, his movements slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead. Curiouser and curiouser. The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her felt almost like carrying an old dry piece of wood. We set her down carefully in the infirmary bed as if we were afraid she might break. I mean, you could think of like Temyoji and the woman as like Junpei and June, almost, but it's only 3 years. Maybe she was one of the people in the freezy room, but then she's dead. How is she dead? She looks so peaceful, almost like she's just going to wake up any minute now, except for the giant hole in her chest.
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but... What?
I have a medical license.
You're a nurse?
No.
You're a doctor?
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
People
Sorry.
are very, very, very judgy here.
You don't need to apologize.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy? Oh, I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an ATOM. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Oh yeah? And just how the hell do you remember that?
Because Alice, Clover, and I examined this entire room.
So you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
Yes, I think I should be able to manage that.
Okay. I expected this to go like the last time, so this is new. Luna ran the scanner over the body and then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it's rather technical. I mean, it almost looks like Luna, but like older. Sex female, estimated age 65 to 75 years old. Diagnosis deceased. Cause of death exsanguination. Estimated time of death 3 to 4 hours. Damage trajectory. Weapon entered through the fourth intercostal, piercing heart. Wound characteristics. Wound margin clear and continuous. Angles 1 sharp, 1 blunt. 150 millimeters deep. 30 millimeters wide. Long, 3 millimeters wide. Conclusion: based on the characteristic described above, there is a 95% chance the wound was caused by a sharp, single-bladed instrument, like a scalpel. Maybe. Yes, unexpected body in the bagging area. Exactly. Huh? Yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Was she stabbed with a clarinet or something?
It means a tool of some sort. A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Yes.
Fourth intercostal
Well, I
space.
suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Sorry, but no.
Why? Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left.
That was where Clover and Kay
Before
came
we
out.
went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room. You and Clover. Only one of you was conscious.
Fi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think
Sorry.
anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
Well, if he was telling the truth, no one could have gotten in there after you two left, which means...
Fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Why haven't they tried to take the armor off him?
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly, but now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero. Or rather, Zero Senior, I suppose you could say. He likely ordered Zero Junior, the AI, to keep his
I mean, we did
identity
have a bomb,
hidden.
but that was after the first choicey thing.
If Zero Junior told us about the murder, then Zero Senior's identity would be compromised. There is something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Senior murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
Killing someone is just part of a game to him?
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Or we could just leave it and then we'd all ally.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any...
What was
I
that?
don't know.
Well, one thing's for sure.
And that
If
is?
we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
No.
You
Be
see?
a bad thing.
Just as I said, Zero Junior ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Senior's plan.
Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Jr. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we gone in.
Yes, we're just going to be in a room where a lady died. Still gonna pick ally, whatever she says. We're against Luna. Luna's gonna pick ally. We're gonna end it with points this time. I swear it. We're really going in there? I kind of don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago. Huh? Wait, fight? Where'd you go?
Up here.
Up? Oh, what the hell is she doing? I must be really desperate to get high.
Seriously? That's the best you can do?
Yeah, that was poor.
I was expecting something about how I jump at the first sign of trouble.
Whatever. What are you doing up there anyway? Everybody's already gone to the AB
Yeah,
rooms.
well, there was something I wanted to check out.
And that
This
is?
thing, remember it?
Oh yeah, the hatch.
Try opening it.
No, it's locked. No, look, they won't budge.
Then that means this AB room is locked down tight. No one could get in.
You're talking about whoever killed that old lady, aren't you?
Yeah.
You still think it's Kay, huh? Well, like Clover said, if Zero Senior is the killer, then it wouldn't matter if we could open this hatch.
I know. I just wanted to be sure.
5 minutes.
Let's go. I imagine Algernon's waiting for us.
Algernon? Ah, he's a rabbit? Who's Algernon? I feel like there's a reference I'm not getting. Anyone know the reference? Algernon?
Look, there's something on the screen.
Yeah, you're right.
Astute observation.
Hooray! Everybody's finally here! I've been waiting.
Oh no, we've got some questions for you, Zero. Who is that old?
Will all of you please stop bombarding me with questions? The
Oh?
other people in the other rooms are asking me stuff just like you are, Siggy. I guess you probably can't hear them since these rooms are completely soundproof, but B.O. is especially loud. For real, B.O. I need you to shut up. There isn't much time. I gotta hurry and explain all this stuff, or the game will end before I'm done. So, no more questions from now on. No answers for anybody, okay? You just have to wait. Now, let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, but it's each round. Well, so it'll be now. For example, that means that Siggy and it goes the Moon's opponent, obviously, and B.O. and Court will. After all, it.
What? Don't get it? Well, don't worry.
First, I want everybody. You should. Oh, you guys have. Your BP, it's a little complicated. The plus and minus.
Okay, we can do the skip bit on this.
Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. It'll just have to wait. After all. No.
Wait.
I won't wait, and I can't. Didn't you hear me?
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here. See you later. Have a nice trouble.
We don't have time to talk about this. Choose betray.
What? You're kidding. You really want me to betray
We
Luna?
don't know if she'll ally or not. If we choose ally, that's a loss of 2. You tell me, Sig. Exactly. If our BP gets down to 1, so...
Wait, what do you mean by it's over?
30 seconds.
Just press the...
You're hiding something? Yeah, you've been suspicious from the get-go. I mean, how'd you know my name? About when we found that old lady's body. You didn't even blink. Almost like you knew she would be here. Look, I don't want to believe it, but did you... Are you?
Fine. If you won't do it, then I...
Don't think so. I'm not going to move until you give me some answers. If I don't do anything, it'll just vote ally for us anyway. So let's hear it. What are you hiding? What's "it's over" supposed to mean?
10 seconds remain. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
When your BP hits 0, you die.
But we gotta make a choice, apparently.
That's what I meant.
1.
Still allying. I don't care, we're still allying.
Of the Ambidex
Luna
game
allied
has been
last time we
completed.
played the game. I'm 50% confident that she'll ally again.
Results will thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Okay. That's fine. I stepped out to see the others running. Temioji was left behind. His footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that?
What was that, Sigma? Don't play
Huh?
dumb. You chose ally. Didn't you hear me? I told you that if your BP dropped...
Yeah, I heard you. A whole second before the deadline. How can you expect me to think anything through that quick? It would have taken like half a second just to process what you'd
No,
said.
you could have done it. The brain's processing power increases during a crisis.
Yeah, this is the whole... That was the whole thing behind the
It
nonary
starts
games.
working so fast that a second can seem like an eternity. Your brain was doing that right before time ran out, wasn't it?
No, because you've got fight, flight, or freeze. Those are the reactions that you get in a crisis. And freeze is, you know...
Well, am I wrong?
Well, what the hell are you talking about? Okay, fine. Let's be generous and say hypothetically that you're right about this crisis overclocking thing. How would you know whether or not my brain was doing that? Did you crack open my skull when I wasn't looking? You just wedge a microscope in there and have a look at my neurons? Let me be straight with you. Your shit's whack, like hella whack. Oh god. I mean, you just know stuff you shouldn't. Stuff like my name, or how if your BP hits 0 you die. You told me you don't know why, but more and more I'm starting to think you've been lying to me.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! But no! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. Time to see what the results are. Maybe it's different this time.
Huh? This time? Hey, Fi, hold on. Shit.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally.
Yes, Jo had already decided her brain was thinking about cats. Actually, no, I'm trying to figure out how the time travel thing works in this.
To rock!
Ambidex game! Round 1! The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Alice allied. Yes! I was right! Dio and Quark betrayed Tenmyoji. They did that last time, didn't they? I'd guess that Luna... Alice didn't betray. Alice wouldn't betray Clover. That's why. Alice wouldn't betray Clover. Yeah. Last time... Kay and Clover betrayed Tenmyoji. So they're consistent with betraying. Dio and Quark allied with Luna, and then Alice betrayed us. That's what happened the last time I played this. This time, Quark betrayed Tenmyoji. That doesn't feel right. Clover betraying Alice doesn't feel right. This pairing should have resulted in 6 allies. Because of who's in the pairs. I knew Luna was going to ally. And I don't think she's ever going to stray from that. But Quark, Clover, the betray there looks wrong. That's my thing. But yes, in your face, Alice. Finally got some
Here
points.
are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
I'm now a green pair, I think. No, maybe not. Oh, no, I'm a red pair still. Thanks,
Oh,
Luna.
no, it's nothing. You don't have to thank me. I only did what anybody would have done.
Clearly not.
I believed in you and Phi.
Thank you. When Uda glanced away, I threw Phi what could only be described as a smug grin. Yeah. Eat pie, Phi. Rather frustratingly, she didn't respond, only turned away unperturbed. I was about to press the issue when I heard Temioji's voice.
Quark, what happened?
No, no! It wasn't me!
Oh, right. He didn't get to pick.
Mr. Dio tricked me! He told me he'd pick Ally! He promised! That's why I let him do the voting!
Is this true, Dio?
Are you serious? This kid's full of shit.
What?
I didn't do squat. Quark was the one who decided how we were gonna vote. And you wanna know what he told me?
You just leave the voting to me, Mr. Dio. Grandpa's gonna choose to ally for sure, 'cause I'm his opponent on this one. I think we should betray. To be honest, I'm getting kinda tired of that grumpy old bastard. He's had a good life, but it's time for him to go. What do you say we leave the old fart here and leave? I've got a plan. See, don't worry about me. I'll just tell him you tricked me. He'll believe whatever I tell him. Besides, if he still trusts me, that'll make it easier to use him again later.
That is not the logic of a 10-year-old kid, or however old he is.
What do you say, Mr. Dio?
Also, still want to know what's going on with the hat.
Pretty good plan, huh?
I don't think it's important, but it's bugging me.
Alright, let's do it. You're lying! I never should have trusted you! Dio! You're a lying jerk!
He has logic bricks enhancing his abilities. Well, yeah, but everyone else has got their personal possessions taken off them. Why has he still got this weird-ass hat?
Sure, kid. Keep whining. See if I care.
Grandpa, you believe me, right?
Don't let this brat fool you, old man. All of this is just part of his plan.
You bastard!
But if they're actually family...
I'm not gonna let you get away with this!
That's enough, Quark. Don't lose your temper. How long have I known you? I could be deaf and blind, and I'd still know if you were lying to me.
Really?
You're just as gullible as he said you'd be. Hook, line, and sinker. Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust the kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much. You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
What's going to happen with Clover and Alice?
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
It looked as though another argument had taken place while Quark and Dio were fighting. Whatever it had been about, it appeared to have resolved itself.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game. Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round one. If there's a round one, then there's likely a round...
Besides, didn't you say that that's impossible without a...
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are. So, let me just close them.
We're gonna ask him about the dead body, right?
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon round. Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
So, that was our ally. We're going to be consistent and pick ally through each door where we can until we get to a point where we've done all of the allies. And then we'll go down betray routes. Because I can't betray as a matter of principle. Unless it's the case where I know what the other person's going to do. Like, I would do the third door again and betray Alice. Because I know she's going to betray me. But it was the same with Luna there, we knew. And we know that if we pick the second one and we get Temioji, he's going to ally as well. Because he allied both times so far. So far. Yeah. So far I'm a little confused, basically. But let's go through.
Yes, now.
So...
I don't know, it's any...
So it's over.
No. Of course.
But we're not going to die in this one, at least, because we haven't even got to. We didn't even get to another round with our 1 point. Can we ask about the dead body first? Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
There's rules about who can go in secondary doors, right? Like you have to be 3 people
Yeah.
exactly. Well, what about the number 9 door?
Nope.
Ah, yes.
There aren't any. It could be one. All that stuff made. Well,
That's not.
Yeah, he's gonna.
What?
There's the check. But
How about people at scanning the bracelets?
as long it doesn't matter.
no, they
Now
do
we're a
indeed.
blue pair. Who are we paired with?
Well, the first, as soon as you're.
What's this? Hey, what's this?
Oh, I think. Do you?
Of course.
No, it's easy. Nothing to it.
Just die.
You.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Here's an. You know what an elect. Technically. Anyway, you fancy. So,
The lock.
I don't want to miss them asking about the dead
So
body,
hard
so
stop.
that's why I'm doing that.
if you try
Jesse,
something, I don't think I.
this will probably be where I'm
You're-
ending
Oops,
if
I
you're
guess
ready to
it's
stream.
not-
Next round.
What do you mean?
Well, do I? Somebody.
There.
If I had to get. Or.
Wait, what?
Why am I?
I guess I can tell anyone who's VP. I'm pretty. Correct.
So if I've been right. But how'd she know before?
I see. Alice and I. That means we'd have.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Sorry's not going. I thought you were supposed to tell us.
Well,
Is there anything else? It's not fair to make people.
I think it's fair after all. Right? Right? Fido?
Like anyone else knew? Right, Fido, yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Took a moment to go over everything in my head. We knew about that.
Oh, the next set of you already saw them. Right? There should have been 3. That means that.
But wait! Have the colors changed?
Me too.
Oh, I'm paired with Alice now.
Mine too. Wait, I guess the colors weren't the only thing that changed. It switched from pair to solo.
You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair.
Mine is now a solo as well.
Yep, looks like mine. I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm still a pair.
The 3 of us
Oh, he's
seem to
paired
be
with his
magenta
grandpa now.
now as well.
I'm yellow. And it still says solo. Fi, you and Dio are yellow.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm a pair.
When did they change?
Back when the AB. As soon as the gates go parents, so. And of course, no rules. Oh.
Yeah,
Now.
but it's got to be random per path. So if I replay a path, it'll be the
All
same.
of that explained,
I must sadly.
What?
well, I mean, I'll never see you
Shut
again.
up, Rabbit. We know you're lying.
Did you
But
really?
you've got to tell us about the dead body.
I may be
Dick.
gone.
Maybe. Have a nice.
We were going to ask about the dead body. Come on.
That little piece of If I could just get my hands on that little.
That sounds gross. What do you think about that?
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking. And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
We seem to have skipped the whole dead body. There were none. After some nods and grumbling, I was the only person who stayed behind. Okay. Well, this is basically where we saved last time before we started today's stream. So, we've done 3.5 hours. I mean, I could continue, but I'm also hungry. And Jesse's going to stream. So, I'll pick this up on the non-Tuesday, Thursday. We'll see. Because I'm curious. But if I do it off my main days, then that means that if people want to watch, they can watch. If they don't want to watch, they don't have to watch. But yeah. There are 9 true endings by the looks of it. The others are just sticky points. So, but we get to choose the door we go through next. So we don't want to choose the blue door, basically, because we've already done the blue door. So anything but blue. But that's what our choice will be next time. I mean, none of them look like they lead to a particularly satisfying ending either, but I'm guessing we'll get stuck again like we did with the we only have... Oops. Using the D-pad and not looking at it is not a good idea. This is lock number 4. So there's going to be at least 3 other locks on these paths. Guessing on the longer ones, probably to stop us going too far. So it may be that if I pick red or green, whichever one's which, that I don't get a lock and I get an ending, which would be cool. But yeah, but it's a good stopping point because I am hungry. So yeah, I'll come back to this. I'm gonna actually sit up. Right. Okay. So sorry you didn't get more of this weekend. I was planning on doing more, and then the book kind of took away my entire time because ridiculous. But for now, I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK. I may be back with this tomorrow, to be perfectly honest. I really might, because I want to play more. And then I'll have my regular stream on Tuesday and Thursday. And you never know, you might get 3 extra streams this week during the week, because I want to play more of this. But for now, I'm going to hand over to Jesse, who's hopefully ready to stream. I will be hosting, so if you stick in the channel, you'll see. Or you can just switch over to his channel. But for now, thank you so much. You can't hear me? Really? Oh, it's okay. Probably need to refresh. Someone telling me to refresh. Anyway, for now, thank you so much for watching. I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK. Bid you